Hello there, everyone, and
Left and right
welcome
directional buttons.
to this
Change.
live stream of this little game. Yeah, just like an indie game. Yeah, indie game that's not very well known. Maybe you have heard about it, maybe not. It's called The Last of Us Part 2 or something. Yeah, maybe you have heard about it. I'm not really sure. Yeah, just kidding. Obviously. Yeah, finally we are getting to play The Last of Us Part 2 after waiting for so many years. Oh my god, so it's like waiting since the early speculations that there will be a part 2 after the almost perfect game that was the original one. And then after this speculation came the actual announcement that there will be a new one. There will be a part 2, an actual part 2. And then came the wait all these years for this moment that we are now experiencing, actually getting and playing the full final part 2 game. And this actually also came with so much controversy that we have all witnessed in this past month or 2 months. Started with the leaks, let's say, and all the talk about the leaks and what they contained and the actual story of the game. And this is the moment of truth, really. This is the moment where we will see for ourselves what the hell is going on and what the fuss is all about. And we'll actually get to experience the story from beginning to end and judge it for ourselves. There's also the whole controversy after the leaks of regarding the 10 over 10 reviews that have swarmed the internet, really. This is the most critically acclaimed game in the past 3 years. Like, the last time I checked, it was sitting at 96 Metacritic overall score. And the only game that has surpassed that in the past 3 years was Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is a big deal. Like, despite all the leaks and despite all the controversy surrounding the game and the game's story and what the story will be, which we'll now see, this game scored incredibly well. This is one, according to the scores, this should be one of the best games of all time, right? Not every game gets 96 on Metacritic. That's an achievement. That's like an incredible achievement that every studio, every developer or publisher dreams of. So, are they right? Is there some truth to all these reviews, to all these reviewers, to all these magazines, websites, creators, whoever played this game early and got an early access to the game and a review copy of the game and played it and said it's a 10 out of 10 game? Because scoring a game and giving a score to a game of this magnitude, giving 10 out of 10 to a game, is no easy task. This is a game that we are effectively saying is a masterpiece, is a must-play, is the almost perfect game, because no game is perfect. So when we give a game 10 out of 10, which I doubt I will ever give, I think maybe there will be a day that I will give a game 10 out of 10, but it should be like a very rare type of game, really. Because 10 out of 10 is something special. It's something warranted. It should be truly deserving of that. So we don't know. Maybe I will actually love this game and give it 10 out of 10. We don't know. Maybe I will hate it and like score it like at a 5 or something. We will experience this together, so we will know for sure. It's definitely shaping up to be the most controversial game, at least of this year, 2020, and maybe even of this whole console generation. I think this could be very well the most controversial game of this console generation. We have seen so much drama before this release, like with the PlayStation itself, the PlayStation team and the Naughty Dog team. They have also done this censorship. They have removed many of the leaks, and understandably so. But they have also disabled all the likes, dislikes on their videos, on any videos related to this game. So there has been some back and forth during these past days and weeks. But now we will get to know for sure. My opinion of the first game, I played it at release. Yeah, I played it at release. Finished it. Couldn't get my hands of it. Like I played continuously, and I finished it in like the first few days. It took a while because I still until this day don't have much time or enough time to feature my passion in life, which is gaming, and technologies comes second. But I really tried to invest as much time as possible when the original one released. So I finished the game. I really liked it. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me. I maybe give it 9.5 because it had some drawbacks. Like I know the story was great. The graphics were one of a kind for the PlayStation 3 generation. The sound design, but I didn't like some aspects of the gameplay. I thought like some elements dragged too much on, like they took too long to do some gameplay stuff, and that affected the story, the pacing of the story. So don't get me wrong, this is only why I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10, and why I instead think that 9.5 is the appropriate one. This is only the 0.5. Why the 0.5 is not there? So yeah, it wasn't a perfect one. So the reviews say that this is something special. This is one of the kind. This is an improvement in everything over the original, and we will have to judge that according to the time that we live in. So the original one was released like 7 years ago, and it was a revelation. It was a revolution in gaming at the time. So if this is true, if what they are saying is true, this should be like that, right? We should judge it according to what we have right now, according to the level of gaming that's here right now. And admittedly, some of you think that the level of gaming was better and games were better back then. So I understand that as well. But we have to compare it to the masterpieces, to the games that really hit hard and were really good in these past like few years, or in these like the games that were released during this console generation. So this way it will be much more fair, instead of directly comparing this one to the original one. So yeah, so other thing to notice,
text to speech,
like instantly while loading this game. So yeah, other thing to notice while instantly loading this game, like I have just loaded this game, and I
Text
can
to
already
speech.
notice
Off.
the accessibility option. Like the first thing you get when you fire the game up, when you
Text
open
to
the
speech.
game,
Off.
is
Enables
this.
narration of on-screen text. Left and right directional buttons. Change.
So this is more than welcome, really. Like this is something that I truly respect. Having this accessibility option once you open the game, so it will be
Text to speech.
like very
Off.
helpful for like special needs persons, or persons who have a special disability, like
Text to
regarding
speech. Off.
hearing, for example. So this will be very helpful for
Text to
someone who
speech.
can't hear well, or
Text to speech.
who has some hearing difficulties or problems. This text to speech, she will read everything out, and also it will be helpful for people who have visual problems, who have not supposedly not only people who are totally blind, but maybe they have some visual problems, visual acuity problems, or couldn't see very well for whatever reason, because that's like a whole other subject that we won't discuss here. But this is
Text
more
to
than
speech.
welcome, and
Text to speech.
this is like a first impression. I have just opened this game, and this is
Text to
a great thing. I haven't seen such thing. I don't think I have ever seen such thing in a game. Like the first thing you get is this text to speech option.
Off.
So yeah, that's commendable. That's something that I truly respect, and yeah, I thank Naughty Dog for that. So then we'll have the actual stuff, like the usual stuff. By actual, I mean the usual stuff, the commonplace stuff, like the language, which of course we'll choose English here, and the speech language as well. So let's continue. Resize the markers until they fit in the corners of your screen. So yeah, this is like the normal stuff. I think we are already at at the maximum. You can see we are at the maximum. So let's we can like make it like this, but I will make it at the max. So continue. Then we have the HDR, which is by default disabled here. I'm playing on PlayStation 4 Pro, by the way, but HDR is not enabled because I am also connecting it to a PlayStation VR, so that's why. So it looks pretty okay. I'm playing on an OLED TV, an LG OLED TV. So I think the brightness looks very well. Like the shadows look good, midtones, and the brights. Everything looks, I think, as it's supposed to look. So we have here adjust the brightness. Be sure not to lose details by paying attention to the darker areas in shadows. I think I'm seeing that well. By the way, this like these glasses help so much. Also, like they have a special filter that filters the nasty stuff that we get from the screens, like the thing that really makes your eye dry, and it really also has it has a very nice hue or color. It gives a very decent colors, and it's almost like an eye safety mode. Yeah. So, and I think the game looks even more vibrant while wearing these. So that's why I really like them, and I use them while playing. And the snow and the clouds and the brights. Okay, that's clear. I think we are okay with that. HUD the brightness. Okay, let's keep that as it is. So continue. Subtitles. Here are some features you may want to adjust before playing. So let's actually enable subtitles. I like that. So we have story dialogue. We have story plus combat dialogue. So we get to know everything. I think I will enable it all. Size medium. Like this. Okay, I'm okay with that. And it's okay, I think, for many of you viewers who like to watch gameplays with like a low volume or something. Background. Enable stack background behind subtitles and improve legibility. Okay. So do we need that? No, I think not. This is the name of the speaker. Yeah, I think that will be good. Name colors. I think that's good. This is so much like customization for just subtitles. I like that. I haven't also seen such thing in ages. Maybe just in like 1 or 2 games before where you get this type of customization just for subtitles. Direction. Enables an arrow next to subtitles to get the screen relative direction of the person speaking. I think that's too much, right? I think that's too much. Color white, yeah. Let's keep it white. So, this is saved, right? Ah, yeah, this is saved. Okay, great. So, device, auto, television, yeah, that's what we are at. Auto, 2 channel, yeah, this is not like a 5.1. I'm playing at a normal stereo speakers from the TV. But of course, I'm like routing all that to my headset, as you can see. So it won't make that much of a difference. Okay, so accessibility, I think this stuff will be... So see, they are like focusing on the 3 main disabilities that a gamer can have that affects his gaming ability. So like the vision, hearing, and motor. And this is amazing. Like really, thank you Naughty Dog for that. I'm sure like many gamers all over the world will appreciate such option, and I think like all games should have that. Like all games should have these accessibility options because they are like really helpful, and like it helps. It really helps, and I think this is like an incredible option to have, and should be in every game, especially major games, yeah, or games that have like really good budgets. They should enable that. So we get to see like with the vision accessibility preset that we'll have text speech, high contrast display, HUD scale will be large, lock on aim, auto target, audio cues for combat, traversal, navigation and traversal assistance, enhanced listen mode. So it's really amazing. Apply hearing accessibility. So for hearing, we'll have awareness indicators, pick up and notification, dodge prompts, subtitle, story, combat, names, direction. Amazing. So for the motor, this is really interesting because this is almost never present in games. So, and this is especially for gamers who have a nervous system disease or nervous system disability. So lock on aim, auto target, auto weapon swap, auto pickup, camera assist, navigation and traversal assistance, ledge guard, infinite breath. That's interesting. So maybe we'll have to control breathing or something. While I think this is should be something while aiming. Yeah. Repeated button presses, melee combos, weapon sway, skip puzzle option. So there will be puzzles. Very cool, really. Thank you, Naughty Dog, for that. So let's continue. Yeah. Let's do this. So it's totally silent now. But I think not for long, right? Press any button. Okay. So we have a story, options, extras. Let's check extras before we get into the story. So we'll get the usual stuff. I think that was also present in the original one. The concept art stuff, the model viewer, the credits, they were all the same thing in the original. So view concept art from the making of the game. Okay, so yeah, this is the same mechanism that we have seen in the original. When we get these collectibles and trophies, or as we all know, there will be some higher difficulties that we can choose. So this will unlock like stuff for us, like these concept arts. They were cool, really. They were really cool in the original one. I like them, and they were not that hard to get. Yeah, they were easy to get. Just you do a normal playthrough on normal difficulty and just finish the game. You will have the majority waiting for you here. So model viewer. This is also, I think it was in the original as well. I'm not really sure, but I think it was. And select the character models that appear across the story. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on hard difficulties. So the model viewer, I'm like trying to get to it. So will we have any models ready to watch now? Yeah, we have Ellie. Okay. So we have this unlock button. What happens if we like hold and press? Okay. And view. So for view we have move, rotate. Like we can already see the improvement in the graphics when we compare it to the PlayStation 3 one, or even the remastered one, because the remastered was a very beautiful game by its own, but it's like it can't get too far. It can't reach new heights because it was based on what was done with the original one. But this is like the whole new thing. So we can see the incredible attention to detail. We can see like the graphics here are obviously and will be obviously a major step up, because we are talking of a generational leap, as we hope will be the case when we get from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5. So we can already see that here it looks incredible. Like, look at that shoe. I think this is the best shoe I have ever seen in a game. Like, this is, I think this is the best shoe model I have ever seen in a game. I can see also where it can be improved, because there are some details that can be even better made. But imagine, this is just a part of all this. So we are just seeing this. This is a small part of the whole picture. So this is incredible, really. Like, gaming has done an incredible improvement, and the gaming industry has done incredible improvement graphics wise in the past 20 years. Like, this is incredible. Like, I feel this could be like a bag just right here beside me. That's how detailed it is. So this is wonderfully, like the hair also. I like the hair so much, the way it moves, so realistic. The modeling of the hair looks so convincing. It's actually something that I really like right now. I think also that the animations will be great. We'll see for ourselves, but this is with regards to what I have seen, like the previous gameplay videos and stuff like that. The previews, the animations, the facial expressions were really something else. So I think that will be the case with this full game, with the full version. So I think that's it for checking the model of Ellie. And this actually makes the whole thing to check the other models very exciting later when we get to unlock the others. So let's continue with the options. So we have the controls. I think there will be some tutorial or something, so I won't like look at them now. Yeah, I always check these the invert Y and X because I don't like them. So I always check because some games have these on by default. So yeah, I always check if they are on or off, and always keep them off. So we have camera assist, which I hope we won't need. There's an aim assist because obviously this is a console game, so maybe you will need some aim assist. And I think it will also change according to your chosen difficulty. So we have the reticles as a normal circular one. I will keep everything to default because let's experience this game the way the developers intended. So anything new with there's some motion blur. I think motion blur is something that's always undecided for me because some games do that very well and some games really mess that up. So I would like to see it first in game and then decide whether to keep it or remove it. Yeah. And we have the camera shake option, which I think it's something when we have combat or like a dramatic thing. So for the audio, yeah, keep everything at maximum. And language, what we have, language, the same stuff as before. Auto off. Okay, when set to auto, this feature is automatically enabled when an English text language is selected. So let's keep it to auto, right? But should be auto on, right? Because it will translate or what? Yeah, enabled. So yeah, auto off seems a little bit off. Okay, so shall we, guys? Shall we do this? Is there anything like a film grain effect or something? Because I think I'm seeing that right now, and I really don't like that. So I don't think you can disable it. But I think they are going with that because I can already see something that looks like film grain. Yeah. Okay, I guess we will have to live with it, right? So this is it, guys. Last of Us Part 2. Here we go. New game. So we have okay, that's interesting. Very interesting naming. Very light, moderate, hard, and survivor. So I have seen some I haven't watched, but I have seen some videos that were titled survivor, and also have seen some articles that were talking about how difficult this challenge is, this difficulty is. I don't think I will ever try it. Maybe just once when we complete the game, just to see what it's about. But I definitely don't intend to play the whole game with this survival difficulty. I am always a normal difficulty kind of guy because I want to have a balanced experience, as they are saying here, and to finish a game once and that's it for me, because there are too many great games that need to be played, and I don't like to spend too much time, especially after finishing a game. I don't like to spend too much time on a single game. I like to move on to other experiences, to other stuff, to other games, and that way we get to play as much as possible and to experience as many games as possible. So what about light? This challenging. The moderate resources are more common. Enemies are less dangerous. So I think this will lose. When we choose very light or light, we will lose something of what makes The Last of Us special, which is this feeling of being in a peril, like this feeling of being truly cornered and in a shitty situation. So we will lose that with this. That's why I like this was the theme of the game, of the original at least, and I think this will continue with that. like you feel cornered. You feel you are almost helpless. That you can't do anything about it until you find, until then, in the last second, you find something that helps you, that makes you survive, and that's something that I really liked about the original. So that's why I will keep it at moderate, because this is the balance experience. This is what they recommend. So let's do that. Apply pre-order bonus. Yeah, I obviously have pre-ordered this game, so why not? I don't even know what the pre-order bonuses are. Unlocks maybe this one. Unlocks the ammo capacity upgrade for the semi-auto pistol and the crafting training manual. That's it. Okay. So the invert Y is off, as we need camera assist. We'll check the camera and then we'll see. Yeah, selected moderate. Challenge level can be changed at any time. Okay, cool. I think that was also available in the original one. So yeah, here we go, guys. The Last of Us Part 2. So this reminds me of the fireflies from the original, and the actual firefly gang or group that was the original. I'm sure it will be featured in this game, as we can already see from the loading screen, which hopefully won't be there when the PlayStation 5 arrives. Hopefully we won't have to wait. Yeah, Naughty Dog. Here we go, guys.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone. She needed her immunity to mean something. Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business. Maybe I just wanted to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the firefly. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her. Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
Jesus Christ, Joe. What do you do?
I saved her.
Yeah, by killing everyone else.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
Cover the exit. Don't let him get away.
God damn. That's so. That's a lot.
Yeah. It was a lot.
No.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I told her they just ran some tests.
So he lied, yeah.
I told her her immunity meant nothing.
So he really lied.
And she believed you?
I didn't say otherwise.
We should head back.
Cool. Who are these dead people? They don't look to be infected. So, yeah. So a quick like recap or commentary on what we have seen. Like this game looks like to be taking place several years after the original, because we can already see like our characters have aged a bit, especially like Ellie. Ellie looks much older now. She was like a little kid, not very little, but yeah, she was like a kid in the original, and this time she looks much more mature and older. What we have seen, if you haven't played the original, if you don't know about it, was spoiler alert, was directly, and part of it was really what happened at the end, was the ending of the game. And also we have seen some stuff about what happened afterwards. So there were these big gang in the Last of Us world called the Fireflies, and they had this goal of finding a cure for the virus. And this really also has some like this has a deeper meaning now with all that we have and we are still experiencing in real life. This has some deeper meaning now. So these fireflies, because you are like living in an almost it's a post-apocalyptic world. It's not an almost, it's truly a post-apocalypse world where the virus has hit hard, and there is no like form of government or countries or order, like true order. There's none anymore. The world is in chaos after this virus hit. There are people who are now like the undead, but called the infected. These are people who are who were affected by the virus and then like being converted to their new virus state, which is kind of like zombies from Resident Evil, but they are different. You will see that if you haven't played the original, if you don't know anything about The Last of Us, you will see that while we play. They are something that has the same concept as zombies, but it's also different. And then we have people, I think like these. Yeah, these look like non-infected people, like normal people. So the people who haven't been infected has also, like everyone, has begun to be very hostile. Everybody took up arms. They formed gangs. And these gangs began to basically kill each other, yeah, and have these like areas that they control, like a turf and turf wars. So if you are not in a group, if you are like going solo, it will be very difficult for you. and our guys here, Joel and Ellie, have tried to go solo or like a pair, and it was really difficult for them, but they survived. So the Fireflies are a very prominent gang or group with good resources, and they have this goal, like no matter what, of finding a cure, which I think is a noble goal. But the problem is that no matter what, like there are no ethics involved or morals. Like their whole goal is to get a cure for the virus no matter what. And they had this charismatic leader of theirs, which I think we will see her. We will meet her in this game as well. So I won't spoil that for you. So this charismatic leader is a very efficient leader as well, and they knew that Ellie is special because Ellie has natural immunity. So even if she is bit by an infected, she won't be infected herself. She has natural immunity, so they wanted to like get a cure and have a treatment or a vaccine made against this virus through Ellie by not taking advantage, but by taking advantage of Ellie. So there's no other way of saying that, because they were really coy and they weren't really honest with Joel and Ellie about the fact that they will have to or they would have to kill her in order to get whatever they need, the plasma or the stuff they need to make the vaccine or the treatment. So, and they hid that. They didn't tell them. They told, like, our heroes here know about Ellie has immunity and is the key to the whole cure thing, and that's why Joel has said that they traveled through half of the country to reach like the Firefly headquarters, and then he only knew about the death thing right at the end, like right at the last second. That's why he got into a rampage, as we have seen some glimpses from that. He went into a rampage, killed almost everyone at the facility, took Ellie. I will not say rescued Ellie, took Ellie, but he killed everyone, and they escaped. And now we are getting to know what happened afterwards. So it seems he lied a big lie to her, and Ellie is a very clever person, so I think she will, like, if she hasn't already known the truth, she knows this is like bullshit, and there's some other story to it, like what Joel has said to her as a bullshit explanation, because she knew that by traveling this far, like, she is someone special and she has these special abilities of combating the virus. So yeah, this is a very complex situation to be in, of course, and this is already what makes this game special. This is a very unique thing. So now we will get to know more and more about what happened throughout these obviously years between the original and this part. So we'll get to know what really happened and how is the relationship now between them, because Joel has really lied. He tried to protect her, but he lied to her. He saved her, but as he has done that, at the same time he killed everyone there, and he became a murderer, really, because killing the infected was much more of a self-defense, but that was different. Killing the Fireflies was different, but it's also like a fault from the Fireflies because they weren't honest as well. So everybody's at fault here, because even the Fireflies weren't honest that this will be deadly for Ellie, and it was their way of dragging them and of baiting Joel and Ellie to travel all this way to them. Because obviously, if they have said that this would be deadly for Ellie, of course Ellie and Joel would have second thoughts about going to the Fireflies. Maybe they would have escaped from the beginning. So yeah, without further ado, I think that was a very good recap, right? Just kidding. So yeah, let's go on. Yeah. So I really dig the car models. I always like car models in games. I think you have seen that with Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay. And yeah, I always like to check cars. I love cars. I love cars in real life. Cars are one of my passions in life. So that's why I always like... This looks like a Ford, yeah. Like an F something. So already the graphics look really good, really impressive. I'm sure there will be a version for the PlayStation 5. Like I think it will be a special version, not only a compatibility thing. Like I think they will release an enhanced version for the PlayStation 5, because this is being released like only 5 months before the PlayStation 5 release. So yeah. So I think we'll have a remastered thing. But look at that. Yeah. Like right now, if you look at it, does this thing need any remaster? So yeah, but I think maybe when we look at it 5 years from now, we'll say, yeah, okay, no, this doesn't look that good. So let's continue. So this is actually going on in Seattle, in the Seattle, Washington area, not DC area. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy is a friend, a dear friend of Joel, that we have met and spent significant time with in the original game. And this is Tommy, yeah. Look at that. So yeah, this reminds me a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. Of course, without the modern stuff, yeah, but like the textures, the art style, the horseback riding. So obviously it looks like an open world, but it's not, because once you get a little bit like you see these invisible bushes, which are visible, but it's like an invisible wall, so you can't get too far, I think. Yeah, should be, yeah. So it's like an open world game look-alike, but it's not open world. I have seen some previews that said that this will be like much more, it's not an open world game, but would be much more open than the original one. So we'll get to know for sure. So horseback riding seems to be exactly like the original, really. Yeah, I don't notice any difference. Of course they have done some improvement to the animation, but like the control of it, the control, because in the original it was almost the greatest, the best implementation of horseback riding in a game. So it's hard to top that. It felt very smooth, and it was very easy, very smooth, makes sense. And this one is continuing with that, yeah. But doesn't like improve it. I don't feel any new changes, yeah. Maybe that's for the best. Like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And it's not broken, it's great. So why try to change it, right? So yeah, we have seen like these types of environments before in the original. So this is not new if you are coming from the original one. Obviously, graphically, it looks really good. But we have seen some incredible games graphically as well. That's why I'm not like now. I'm not like really floored by the graphics, but they are really, really good. So yeah, this is like the Seattle like area that was like taken by Tommy and all the guys with him and all the families, and they have made this fortress. Yeah, fortress in Seattle, like a safety area or a safe area that we'll get to explore again, because this was featured in the original game.
It's okay. I got him. You go on.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
About what we were talking about earlier. I can't say I'd have done different.
Hmm.
I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
I'll see you later, Tom.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. Like either way, it's a huge burden. Telling the truth here to Ellie obviously has some Neil Druckmann. Yeah, the man of controversy. So I actually contacted Naughty Dog about trying to get an early review copy. But obviously I didn't hear back from them, yeah. Nothing. I wrote a really good letter, in my opinion, yeah. Or an email. So we get to see Ellie here.
Hello,
Oh my god, so they are still living together.
Ellie.
They are still living together. I thought Ellie is like already separated from him. Or she got too angry and confused about what happened and left. But they are still together. That's interesting. This should be really interesting then.
Jesus. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I tried knocking, but
Hey,
She doesn't look that old here.
what's up, Joel?
just checking in.
Calm before the storm.
You know, talking about how impressed they are with you and how well you're helping out.
It's good.
Yeah.
So you see the tension, right? You feel it.
Tommy and I went out riding the other day, and he told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's oh shoot, I forgot it.
Yeah. Okay.
Something about a clock. How do you?
Joel, it's pretty late and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Just I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
So yeah, you feel the tension, right? There's like they both know there's this huge thing that's not being talked about. Yeah.
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Guitar.
Funny.
You want to hear something?
Okay.
Okay. promise me that you won't laugh.
We can't do that. No.
I won't laugh. I won't.
I'm trusting you.
Ah, okay. So let's choose. Okay. This is interesting. This is new, yeah.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more. 'Cause I believe, and I believe, 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me.
Cool.
There
Cool.
you go.
And she seems really affected.
Well, that didn't suck.
I'll take what I can get. She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promise
this.
that I teach you how to play.
Ah, yeah. So I remember this promotional poster about Ellie with the guitar. Yeah. So that makes sense.
So what do you say, tomorrow night, first lesson?
That makes sense
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Okay.
Did what,
Do you
Ellie?
remember the joke?
So they are still toying around the whole
What
whole
is
matter,
the
yeah.
downside to eating a clock?
Look at the
It's
facial
time
animation.
consuming.
That was good.
So dumb.
I like that.
Yeah. Good night, kiddo.
So yeah, now we get why she was featured with a guitar, yeah, and the poster. So obviously this special relationship between Joel and Ellie like it goes way back because they have like endured and experienced so much together. And it's also because of 4 years later, yeah. So because she didn't look that old, right? She wasn't that older. Now she looks, yeah. Now she looks much older.
Hey,
Morning.
sorry, I totally overslept. Just give me a minute and I'll get dressed.
I heard you had quite a night after I left.
Just see.
She kissed me. It was just Dina
yeah.
being Dina. She didn't mean anything by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait, you kissed Dina?
Oh. I thought this.
We're broken up 1 week and you make a move on my girl?
What?
No. She was probably just trying to make you jealous. I would never. Fuck, this is awkward.
I'm messing with you, man. I don't care.
Okay,
You're
you see.
You're the
Really?
worst.
You don't care?
It's kind of fucked up you did that.
Okay. So we were talking about the special relationship between
fine.
Joel and Ellie. Supra Gaming. Sorry for not saying hello before. I wasn't paying much attention to the chat because there wasn't so much chat action going on. So hello and welcome to the chat and welcome to the live stream. I hope you are enjoying this. And very cool name, by the way, Supra Gaming. So it reminds me of the legendary Toyota Supra, a car like that's dear to my heart that I like so much. So combining Supra and gaming is like a dream for me. So really nice username. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Yeah. We were talking about the special relationship between Joel and Ellie. So part of it is because of what they have experienced together, and the whole ordeal, the whole problems that they have faced. And part of it is because of Joel's history. Because as many of you know who have played the original, spoiler alert if you haven't played it. And that happened at the beginning of the original, because Joel had a girl, a kiddo, who was around the same age as Ellie. She was around the same age, and right at the beginning of the whole disaster, of the whole virus crisis, she got shot while trying to escape with Joel. And I think Tommy as well. It was Joel, Tommy, and and the daughter. And I think Joel's wife was already she has already passed away, I think. Yeah. So as I remember, Joel and his daughter were living together. She was living alone, only with her father because her mother had passed away, and unfortunately she got shot, and while trying to escape with her father, with Joel, and that affected Joel obviously very deeply. It was it's indescribable. To talk about such a loss, and how major it is in someone's life. So I think Joel has never recovered from that. He went into a major depression, and he was trying to get by his own in the city that he was trying to survive in. And then he got to know Ellie and the Fireflies, and Ellie has made that spark in him. So she has ignited a spark in him, and I think she has also ignited that father emotion towards a daughter, because we get to see he gets much more warm to her throughout the middle and obviously the ending of the game than at the beginning of the relationship. And you get to see how he feels these fatherly feelings, if I'm describing that right, or the father emotion, the father instinct, and the emotions toward the daughter. And I think by the end of the game, he just he took her as his daughter, because Ellie is obviously an orphan. So he took her as a daughter, and he considered her like his own daughter, like his own passed away daughter. And we get to see that, we have already seen this special connection, even just playing this first few minutes of the game.
Tired.
of part 2. Yeah, it's a very special relationship. I don't think it was ever explored like this special relationship or something like it. It was never explored in a game like this. Yeah. So we get to see the same prompts as in the original here. Like once you get to something of interest, you get this circle.
Okay.
So obviously a gun here is like water. You need it whenever you go
Sure.
and wherever you go. So she's geared up. Obviously she was talking about Dina. Dina, to you, I think some of you know, like she was this girl that was featured in the
Hey,
E3.
Joel up?
Got reports of infected out north.
Ah, okay,
Coming out early this down.
That sucks.
okay.
Can't imagine they got much sleep. Definitely not as much as you.
Shut up. I was just about to get up. I was.
You got everything?
Yes.
So yeah, so Dina was in this E3 showcase of the game at Sony's press conference, and I think it's infamous now. This clip of Dina like making a move on Ellie and kissing Ellie. So we also know like Ellie has these, let's say it like it is, like lesbian tendencies. Because to any of you who have played the DLC that was released for the original Last of Us, know that Ellie has some like lesbian tendencies because of what happened in that DLC. So yeah, so
town this morning.
so it's not like a surprise for me
Let me
if
see
she
I
has a
got it.
relationship in this game as well.
She kissed me.
Which triggered Seth to call you a not so nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
Ah, okay.
It was a strange night, man.
Sounds exciting. Sorry, I missed it.
So I understand. So yeah, this looks so cool. This looks like actual coverings. Yeah, actual nylon coverings. Looks incredible. So obviously you can't even like judge the graphics from now on because this should be a long game. Naughty Dog has said that this is the biggest game they have ever made. So this is their biggest game ever.
Be safe out there.
We always are.
So as we now know, like
Maria
Joel
wants a word with you.
is out.
Diner.
Is this about Seth?
No clue.
Carry her out of there.
Just tell her you never saw me.
Nope.
Where's your fucking loyalty?
Excuse me.
So we're going to talk to Maria. Okay.
Hey, so we're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I know. It's just I don't want you to think.
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
So yeah, it seems like it's around Christmas time or something, maybe. Because it continues with the theme of the festival that was seen in the or featured in the E3 showcase. Or maybe they're just like using very cool lights, yeah. So Copper Peak Inn. Oh, hello, doggy.
Hey, old timer.
Hello, dude.
Yeah, get a good scratch.
So can we hear or listen to this? So this already looks great, really. Looks incredible. So look at the character design and the model. It looks really, really realistic. Facial animations look top notch. This looks like a real person, yeah. So we can definitely see an evolution when you compare to the PlayStation 3 one. And that's expected, really. So, moving on.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hi.
And who are you? Hello. So this looks like the downtown area. Or the center of the fortress area, yeah. Tipsy Bison. So we are talking to Maria now.
Want to grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
In the back.
So let's find Maria here.
Excuse me.
Ellie. There you are. Come here.
Uh-huh. This is Maria? I don't remember a Maria.
Something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me. Please.
Fine.
Seth. Seth, come here.
So we are now meeting Seth. Ah, he's old. I thought he's someone like
Hey.
young.
Look, last night I was drinking too much.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry.
Noted.
Maria tells me that you and Dina are headed out. I made you some sandwiches.
Okay.
Your steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Well, you be safe out there.
So yeah, like
Yep.
Ellie is always a hard ass.
I appreciate that.
And that's expected, yeah.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
See?
Smells good.
They're yours.
You sure?
It's fine.
Let me walk you out.
Okay.
And Jesse seems really fun, yeah. Like a really fun guy. So yeah, I already like Jesse's character, yeah. He seems to be cool and fun. Ellie is like is the same as we know her from the original. A hard ass, stubborn. The Keen twins? Okay.
Finders keepers.
I guess so, yeah. From villain to hero. Yeah, so this is like a card or something. So we can read. We can flip. And what else? So back. Put away, rotate, zoom. So she said find the keepers, but I don't think she intends to get it, right? So put away, right? Ah, put away in a bag. Okay. That's why she said find the keepers. So the design of this like bar is incredible, really. Very beautiful. The lighting is top notch. Like these end of cycle games at the end of the PlayStation 4 era are really, really beautiful. I really liked Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this continues with that. Ghost of Tsushima looks incredible already. And yeah, many other games. God of War was truly beautiful. Even RDR2 as a console version was truly like looking good.
When you go out, I
On
want you to
PS4.
trade off with Tommy and Joel. Those boys have been out for far too long.
Where do I meet them?
If you go up to the Northwest Lookout, they're scheduled to arrive later today. Watch yourself. There's too many sightings of infected recently.
Of course. I was gonna check out the creek trails. I'll need someone else to cover it.
Ellie, you know the creek trails?
Not really.
Dina's done it a bunch. I'll have the two of them take it.
Well, that solves that. Ellie, can I talk to you for a sec?
Of course.
So,
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria,
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
we're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So do we get to meet Dina
Okay. Sorry to pry.
or not so soon? I don't know.
Be safe.
Thanks.
Yo, Dina, assignments.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute.
Ah, there she is.
Get
Okay.
your girlfriend at the stables, please.
Hey, Dina. Can I talk to you?
Hey, guys! I'm tapping out. Come on, how long?
So this is Dina, guys. The one who kissed Ellie.
I just want to say sorry for running off last night.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it.
So she kissed
just
her
felt
and
bad.
Ellie escaped or something.
Why?
Yeah. Ran off.
Because I started the whole thing, and I shouldn't have kissed you in front of all of those people.
No,
And
you were drunk. It's fine.
well, still, I don't want you to think.
No, I'm not reading into it or anything. Just...
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
All right.
She doesn't.
Well, we should probably get going.
Ow!
What the fuck? I'm not even playing.
Because you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
So Dina looks older. Yeah, looks much older than Ellie.
Fuck 'em up.
Right?
Yeah, I do.
You asked for it. You better run, you little shits. Holy shit.
Okay, so I'm now playing a snow fight. Okay. That's cool.
We're on the board, suckers.
That's cool. I like that. This is what makes such games special. This variety, yeah. We had similar stuff in the original, as I remember, yeah. Although my memory is not that good. It feels good.
Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny.
In your face.
It feels good when you hit them, yeah.
Eat snow! Oh, eat snow, you little shit!
Look at the target to look on. Just look at them, okay?
I see you.
What?
Ow.
You asshole.
I know where you live, Alex.
So cool. So we have like this automatic lock on.
Oh, you better
Oh no, you got snow in your hair.
Yes! Oh, what a shot!
Oh,
Who taught you that?
straight at me.
No fair! Eat it, shrimps! Hey!
How's it feel?
No! Get her! Help me!
So the kids love her. Yeah.
Get off of her, you monsters. All right, we actually have some work to do. Scram.
Man.
I guess I asked for that, huh? Yep.
So yeah, the kids love Dina. Look at that. Like the lighting here is already getting on me. Yeah. It also reminds me of how great the lighting was in the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
So, Jesse wants us to do the creek trails.
The cars here also look very, very cool. Like, I just want to drive this car, really.
It's nice you assigned us together. You're gonna like this route.
Of course, like, almost all the cars in the Last of Us game don't work. Won't turn on because, like, it's either the battery is dead or no more petrol or something. So, yeah. You only get to look at them, yeah. I think, yeah, but Joel and Ellie got this car to work in the original. It was really fun. Then they crashed it or they were ambushed. But they drove like a fair mile, yeah. Fair distance. With it, yeah.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
ladies. I'll bring them in.
Thank you.
So we're going to get the horses and go look for Joel and Tommy. Yeah. So let's save our game. Jackson, oh, there's an autosave. Okay, so let's do a manual. So I think, yeah, so we have been streaming for about more than 100 minutes now. Yeah, more than an hour and a half. So I think that's it for part 1, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I will catch up with you for part 2 of The Last of Us Part 2. And maybe I will do it also with the same style. Like I will do it also live style. Like we'll do it also as a live stream. I'm thinking about that. And it's very possibly coming today as well. Because right now I truly want to continue playing on, because this is getting really interesting, as it was the case with the original. So I will catch up with you later, and possibly we'll do a live stream of part 2 of the walkthrough later this day. Yeah, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye bye.